we have a quick update from the land? What's going on there?
Well, I actually I walked down before, and I hope my internet doesn't cut out again,
Right.
because I wasn't planned. This wasn't planned, but it came up this morning, and I thought I'd show you a flower and a thing that you may never have seen before.
Oh,
Let me
beautiful.
just
Thank
find
you.
it for you.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to
here
give you
she
full
is.
screen to do that. Oh, what is this? Is that an
Look
apple
at
blossom?
that. No, it's a Rosella, and
Okay.
here is the fruit. I hope you can see the fruit
Yeah, a
there.
Rosella. And this is
Yeah.
something I need to tell Mrs. M about. She loves buying fruit trees here in Portugal. What is a
But you
Rosella?
won't get them here. You won't
Right.
get them here. I'm
Right.
just trialing them out because the fruit and wine is divine.
Yeah.
The jam and the wine. Look at that. So
Okay.
that's the fruit. So it's just and that's the flower of the fruit. So it's a form of hibiscus actually, but it's a
Okay.
fruit, and it kind of is like a cranberry sort of a feel.
Is it?
You don't necessarily eat it as it is. You boil it up and make delicious jam. It's kind of a mix of taste between a raspberry and a cranberry, probably.
Yeah.
And I just got some seeds, and I thought I'd just see whether they will grow here. And they're a little bit
They
sparse, but then
certainly
I'm
have.
using some a little bit sparse.
Yes.
Uh, and then you can make wine out of it, Rosella wine and Rosella jam and things like that. So
Hibiscus was going to be my second choice there. It does look like the hibiscus flower, doesn't it? And of course, you
yeah.
won't be seeing apple blossom at this time of year, I don't think. It is very sharp, says Gemini, saying that Australia is beautiful and knowing a thing or two. Are you Australian as well, Gemini, by any chance? So you'll be harvesting at some point and making these things that you speak of, Mel.
Yeah, well, I mean, harvest is a strong word. I haven't got that many of them, but we're trying. We're trying. It hasn't been the most successful year for me growing things, but we're trying.
Right.
And yes, I will be taking the seed out of the middle as a seed pod inside so I can regrow for next year, and then you boil them up. And yes, they are sharp, especially if you pick them at the wrong time. So if you let them sit on the vine a little bit too long and they go a bit woody, they get
Yeah.
more strong in flavour.
Yes.
But if you mix it, say, with a little bit of apple, same as when you're trying to cook up mini jams and things. So yeah, you just take the seed out of the middle, you boil up that calish that's called on the
Is it?
outside,
Yeah.
and it makes a delicious jam and a delicious wine. And one of the reasons that it's a little bit of a tie to my mum, who passed away last year. She was also experimenting with them in Australia. They're not an Australian thing. I think they're South African.
Oh, there you go.
And she's like me. She has one drink and she falls over. So she didn't drink very much unless she had a sore throat and needed a bit of a swig. And so
Yes.
I came home from school one day to find her laying on the floor in a pool of red liquid, where she'd been
Whoa!
trying to siphon her Rosella wine, and realized as she sucked on the tube to get the wine out of the vat that she couldn't reach the bottles. So she was sculling the red wine,
Oh,
and
brilliant.
it was such a funny thing. She's giggling and laughing and carrying on because she's totally off her face on the Rosella wine on the kitchen floor, trying to
Are you
laughing her head
okay,
off.
mum?
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm really okay. Thank you very much. Wow,
Yeah.
amazing. Australian eucalyptus. Quite your Aussie thing, isn't it? To see so much eucalyptus. And hold on, what's this? The presenter of the Shaker supporting Just My Opinion channel. That sounds like my mate, the Portugueser, is a Portuguese Australian. He's not a Portuguese Australian. He'd like to be, as presented from Melbourne. Know thine enemy. I'm not sure. Which brings us on to our other enemies. What's going on here, Adrian? That's a turn for the worse in the chat here. It's just somebody on YouTube expressing their opinion. Now, we saw the reframe Chariot by Cat Empire. It caused me to think of the 60s meme of Make Love Not War, which has a very interesting origin if you look it up. It's thought to have been coined in Berkeley and Oakland, California in 65. It certainly is a great idea, Make Love Not War, and maybe, as the Cat Empire were talking about, turn the implements of war into, or reframe them into musical instruments, and meet other people with music and mirth rather than violence and aggression. And I think this connects with something that's been sort of brewing behind the scenes, or you've made mention of, Mel. I think it was you, but how now in this situation that we find ourselves in, that it might be important to be modeling something and attract the vibes of things rather than standing against things. Was that you? Would you agree with that sentiment?